Look, speaking of Spider-Man, we might as well just get in the next topic.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Because this is gonna be a rant from me for a long ass time. Uh, uh,
Far
Spider-Man
from home.
Far From Home has dropped a trailer, and I got feelings about it because apparently I saw the trailer, but I'm not seeing where people are getting this information from. But people are saying that the trailer confirms that the MCU is in the 616 universe.
It's not.
I'm gonna tell y'all this
For
right
a
now.
lot of reasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you want to say something before I touch on this? Because this might be
Well, I
another
was
rant
just
for
gonna
me.
say, if you're trying to tell me that this universe is based on the 616, I'm going to go fucking ape shit. Because there's definitely a clear double standard, and Marvel fans are guilty of shitting on DC movies too. For Batman doesn't kill people, or Superman doesn't act like this, or Aquaman doesn't act
Hmm.
like this, right? So
Hmm.
if you're trying to tell me that you're like, oh no, it's the MCU, it's different, but it's actually supposed to be the 616, like I'm gonna have a huge problem. And I'm petty. We're called the pettiest nerds on the internet for a reason. I
Facts.
remember. I know who says what. Okay. I'm not forgetting this shit. Trust me. So I'm gonna have a problem with people if they're trying to accept this readily. But those are the same motherfuckers that was bagging on like DC or really anything. Shit. I mean, of course the Fantastic Four movies were shitty, but still, there are
Yeah.
people complaining about those too. And I'm like, hey, where was that energy over here?
Okay. For people who are not understanding what Zach is saying right now, let me put it like this. For years now, especially comic book fans like Zach and I, we have switched our mentality when it came to the MCU. We're like, okay, this is a different universe. We have to judge it purely off of what they present us. However, if Far From Home actually does confirm that MCU is 616, that changes the entire context of every fucking MCU movie. Because I have been struggling to not say that certain Marvel movies are trash because I'm like, okay, hold up. This is a different universe because, all right, side note. The MCU, according to the Marvel database, according to Marvel as the publisher, confirmed that the MCU is part of the Marvel multiverse. However, it is its own universe. I believe the designation was like Earth 1999 or some shit like that. But essentially, it's its own thing. It has no bearing on the 616 universe. That said, if Earth 616 is the MCU, every fucking MCU movie is trash. I'm sorry, because Civil War in the comic books is fucking fire. Civil War in the movies, in comparison,
Civil
garbage.
disagreement.
So yeah, it was a backyard fucking fight compared to
Nobody
Civil War.
died. Yeah, y'all destroyed like what, like an airplane and like a parking garage.
Yeah, it's fucking Wanda. Mutants should have already been a fucking thing in the MCU if that it's actually supposed to be 616. Fucking Quicksilver is faster than fucking that joke in fucking Civil War. I mean Age of Ultron. Fucking Infinity War is garbage in comparison. It's just Iron Man would be a complete piece of shit. Y'all, all y'all motherfucking MCU Iron Man gas capers, whatever the fuck. Y'all would hate Iron Man if he was actually his comic book counterpart. I hate Iron Man
You'd be
because of
like,
his
bro, what a dickhead.
Captain America. And he's kind of he would be kind of the same, but he would have been dead in Civil War. Spoiler alert. But fucking and
Oh,
Spider Man.
God, somebody tried telling me, they were like, bro, what are you talking about? Captain America beat Iron Man's ass in Civil War. No, the fuck he didn't.
Yeah, he got dog walked a little bit.
No, he's beaten him before, but in Civil War, I'm
Yeah,
like 85% positive Iron Man beat the fuck out of him, and then Thor showed up and was like, "Hey, why are you petty humans being petty?"
yeah. And here's my biggest thing: if MCU is Earth 616, I am dog shitting on Spider Man. I am pissed at Marvel if they fucking where Zach is the Superman fanboy, I'm the Spider Man fanboy. You will never tell me that fucking Spider-Man, the most important Marvel character in the fucking publication of Marvel Comics, is not subservient, but looks up to Iron Man of all people.
Iron Man put him on.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that. Iron Man. Okay, you want to know how important Spider-Man is to the Marvel universe? He is the fucking center of the multiverse. If Spider-Man dies for real, the multiverse is done. It's over. Like he is the focal point of all the fucking Marvel multiverse. So, how the fuck are you going to tell me Iron Man of all people is so important to Spider-Man? Fuck out of here with that shit. Sorry, I got a little passionate there.
Yes. But I mean, I agree. Like, okay, if this is an offshoot universe, yeah, okay, that's cool. Iron Man put him on game. Spider Man, he's still his own boy though. But like, if you're like, oh, this is based on 616, but it's like, or no, yeah, 616. It's like, that's my biggest complaint.
Yeah.
You want to get into complaints about the actual trailer?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So one of my biggest things is that they're trying to introduce the multiverse. And I know everyone's going to love it. And yes, I'm going to call y'all out because there's some people that just love everything Marvel does. But a multiverse is like it's the same thing with the time travel, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to open themselves up to plot holes. And because it's not a comic book, it doesn't release every month, right? And there's not multiple ones that release that tie in or wrap up information. It's one movie, and you're only going to get a Spider-Man movie the last Spider-Man movie was 2.5 years ago.
Shit, yeah,
right?
You're right.
I mean, of course he was dead, but still, I mean, it came out in 2016.
Right.
Go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna open up a can of worms, and I just don't think y'all need that, especially for one singular movie. I already have a big enough problem with this taking place in the same multiverse, because I'm like, well, there's a lot of multiversal rules, like with the Infinity Gauntlet, for example, that it just doesn't make sense, because that's not how any Infinity Gauntlet or stones work in this multiverse. So I already have a big enough problem with them sharing the same multiverse.
Right. And what Zach is talking about is in the trailer, Nick Fury does this throwaway line saying the finger snap from the Infinity Gauntlet ripped open a hole in the fucking 2 other universes, which is bullshit. Let's be real.
Yeah, and I guess this kind of goes back to Endgame. I already have a problem with how they portrayed the Gauntlet, especially in Endgame. Like in Infinity War, I just took it as Thanos digging around, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in Endgame, Hulk's like, he puts on the Gauntlet, and he's like, the only way I can bring everyone back is if I snap my fingers. And I'm like,
yeah,
no.
that is one thing. Like, hold up.
Everyone was like, I can't use this unless I snap my fingers. And I'm like, no.
Once you have all the stones, it's just a thought. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's my problem. Thanos puts the gauntlet on again, and then he's like, I gotta snap my fingers to make it work. No.
Like I get like I got it the first time. I thought it was just him being fucking fancy. Like
exactly, that's where it came from in the comic books. It's just right, and that's how Nebula, or was it Gamora, whichever one of them introduced it. Like he could wipe out all life with just a snap. Right, and I'm like, yeah, that's just kind of him, slinging his dick around. But in this, they're like, no, bro, you got to snap.
Like it's just, and plus, like, okay, I'm petty enough to admit that I was triggered by the fact that the fucking Power Stone was purple versus actually red, like it was originally supposed to be. But
they've changed it a couple times, though.
Yeah, they have. But I'm a traditionalist in that matter.
I will say red probably would have been better.
Yeah, but even that, I'm just like, yeah. But even that is just like, even with the individual stones by themselves, you could dick people down a lot. Like, granted, you can't unlock the full power of any of the stones unless all 6 are together. But for example, Power Stone. If Thanos hit anybody with the Power Stone, that's their ass if it was the comic books. Like, that's just it. But the movies, oh my god. They better pray to God that it's not Earth 616 MCU.
Hell hath no fury like a fanboy scorned.
Like, we are about to. it's gonna be fire and brimstone if that is the actual case.
Another thing they said is they kind of they hinted at this and they put a lot of emphasis on this and they even say it. They're like, we need a new Iron Man. We need a new Iron Man, and they're kind of trying to act like Spider-Man's gonna be the new Iron Man, and I'm like, no, Spider-Man is Spider-Man. We don't. If you want another Iron Man, the kid. Okay, you remember the kid from Iron Man 3 that was in Nashville, Tennessee?
I literally did not until after
He,
Endgame.
Yeah, he helped Tony out. And then yeah, he's in Endgame and everyone's like, who's that fucking kid at his funeral? If you want a new Iron Man, make that kid Iron Man.
Or fuck, fast forward fucking the
Yeah,
daughters
make his daughter Iron Man, make Riri Williams Iron Man, make Pepper Potts Iron Man, make anyone else Iron Man. Do not make I mean, that's like the DCEU being like, hey, Superman died, so Batman, you're up.
becomes a new super. Yeah, right.
You're gonna be our new
Like,
Superman. Like,
like,
wait, what? Like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, it just sounds stupid to me.
yeah, I am trying. Like, I've given the MCU the benefit of the doubt when it came to Spider-Man, regardless of my opinions of the whole entire Spider-Man Iron Man dynamic. But you are leaning too hard into the idea of Spider-Man is emulating Tony fucking Stark. Like, do you know how popular Spider-Man is? He got 2 fucking reboot fucking movies. He's had multiple animated shows. Where the fuck is an Iron Man shit that's not MCU? Please tell me.
Yeah, for real. Like pre 2008, how many people were like, "Hey, Dad, can you buy me that Iron Man?" Fuck no. I could tell you, dude. I probably have like, if I were to go into like my attic and go through like my toys and everything, because I still keep those.
Hmm.
Like, if I were to have a box of 50 toys, I bet you like 35 of those toys are fucking Spider-Man toys.
Yeah, like this is not me throwing shade at the actor who plays Iron Man because he killed that shit. He did set the fucking foundation for the MCU to grow, but the character of Iron Man is not Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. These 3 characters people are trying to call the Marvel's Trinity, which is inaccurate as fuck. But
Marvel's tried that. They even did it in the like the new Avengers run. They had
mhm.
a whole thing where they're sitting down, they're like, "Yep, it's us, the big 3, the Holy Trinity." And I'm like, as a DC fan, I was triggered as fuck because I'm like, a. Don't
No,
y'all I know the DCEU keeps trying to steal the MCU swag, but y'all that's ours.
uh,
We got that. It's literally we have a book called Trinity. Don't do that.
yeah, yeah. As a Marvel head, I was like, hold up, y'all picking the wrong people if y'all trying to create a goddamn Trinity. Let's be for real, for real. Again,
Keep it 1 million.
exactly. Fucking, if you're gonna say anybody is a part of a Marvel Trinity, Spider-Man's name better be in that fucking combo before anybody else. And this is not even just me as a fanboy. This is just facts. Spider-Man is the most popular character in Marvel.
Like when it comes to money making, I don't know if these figures have changed recently, but like for the last decade, even Batman and Superman can't beat him out in terms of merch
Oh no,
and just
hell
making
no.
money. Even they can't beat him out. So I
Yeah,
mean that should let y'all know like he is a
and
big deal. This is
yeah,
not just
Batman
like
and
being a
Superman
fanboy.
have at least a decade on Spider-Man. No, actually, they got like
More
two,
than that,
three.
more than
Yeah,
that,
two,
like 40
three.
years.
Yeah, it's just like, and Spider-Man's beating those motherfuckers out. Y'all do not appreciate how fucking big Spider-Man is if you think if he has to play second fiddle to Iron Man. Like, I get
Yeah.
it. MCU is your thing. Y'all made that because of Iron Man. I get that. But now that Iron Man is gone, y'all better act right and put some respect on my homie's name. Like, fuck. Ah.
Also, in the trailer, is just I would give this movie 1,000,000 out of 10 if they put this in the movie because I understand they probably couldn't have put this in the trailer. But Spider-Man's like, I can't do this. I'm the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and Nick Fury goes, "Bitch, please, you've been to space, bro." If in the movie because it's gonna be PG-13, and
Mm-hmm.
every PG-13 movie is allowed one fuck, okay?
Uh-huh.
If he says "motherfucker, please," bro, this movie will be perfect. I don't care if I don't care if everything else about this movie is garbage. If they can get Sam Jackson saying "motherfucker, please" in a Spider-Man movie, oh, my life will be complete.
Oh my god. Yo, can we just talk about the fact that everybody just wants meme Sam Jackson now. They don't even want actual Sam Jackson. They just don't. They just want the meme version of him.
Sam Jackson's always a win.
I mean, yeah, like
That's another thing. I am glad that the impression I'm getting from the trailers is that Sam Jackson's going to be in it a lot. I think that's a good idea. Not that Spider-Man can't hold his own movie down, but I think Sam
I was about to
Jackson
say.
as Nick Fury as a supporting character it worked very well in Captain Marvel in my opinion.
Oh
I
yeah,
loved him in Captain Marvel.
yeah. I'm
Like when he was doing all that shit and
yeah.
to get the fingerprint and all that other stuff. And she was
that
like, "Wow, all that just for that." He was like, "You should see what I could do with a paperclip." I was like, "Yeah, my boy. What can
like
you do with a paperclip?"
yeah. I sure was heard that. I sure remember after he said that. I'm like, are y'all trying to say Sam Jackson was a fucking John Wick back in his day? Hold up, hold up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, what can? I was like, "That, like, dude, he's the spy." He's like, "Hey, you don't ghost Nick Fury, okay? If you hang up on him, he's gonna call me." He's like, "Did you just say Nick Fury?" I like that because, dude, then Ned is walking. He's like, "Their minds went out."
Yeah, right.
Sitting there, I'm like, "Yeah, Nick Fury."
And but yeah. So all that ranting that we originally did is to say that Far From Home is looking good, but there's that one little fucking detail that's gonna make me fucking kill y'all motherfuckers.